Hello everybody, and welcome to Natchez Trace State Park. It's in the western end of Tennessee.
Yeah, it's about probably 80 miles or so west of Nashville on the other side of the Tennessee River.
Now, we have been here before, but we are not very familiar at all with the state park. So as always, we went into the visitor center here and got us a map so we can study, learn more about the state park. And we already had our state park passport, which helps you learn a little bit about the state park before you arrive.
You could spend a whole lot of time here, but if you just have a little bit of time here, the passport book gives you sort of some highlights that they don't want you to miss.
Definitely.
So in the passport book, Natchez Trace is a western spur of the early 18th century Natchez to Nashville Wilderness Road, and it once ran through here. Natchez Trace State Park is different from the Natchez Trace Parkway. They're fairly close. Well, actually, we crossed over it on the way out here, right, heading west on I-40. Today, it's over 48,000 acres of woodlands protected by state agencies in the area. So that's a lot of protection. Highlights for here that they recommend is to visit the Cub Lake Recreation Lodge and the cabins. It says enjoy beautiful views of the lake from Pin Oak Lodge. Stay at Wrangler Campground after a day of riding. They do have like 250 miles of equestrian trails here. That's pretty awesome. I don't know of any other place that has that many, but I'm not a horse rider, so maybe I just don't know. And then view the scenery on the Cub Lake Trail or experience backcountry hiking on the Red Leaves Trail. Oh, that's over here, Red Leaves Trail. Yep. Okay.
Right to this.
And they do have backcountry camping, and you have to get a permit to backcountry camp.
So at the very bottom of your passport here is some of the major activities that you can participate in here at the state park. Different state parks have different activities, but here at Natchez Trace State Park, you got hiking, biking, horseback riding, swimming, fishing, boating, and interpretive programs. Now that we have been here for a couple days and explored it a little bit, I really feel like the biggest draw could be the horseback riding trails. It's over 250 miles. Although we're not very interested in horseback riding ourselves, there are many people out there who are.
And they need a place to ride.
They do.
So this park provides that.
So I think that's probably the biggest draw, along with the camping. Very nice campground. Lots of 4
different big campgrounds here.
So lots of camping opportunities. And then along with that, there's 3 lakes here. 2 of them have beaches.
Yes.
So if you enjoy swimming, you have all kinds of opportunities to swim here at Natchez Trace State Park.
And the boat rentals on 2 of them.
Yes.
Now they do have regular hiking trails here. I think it's about 40 or 50 miles of hiking, regular hiking.
Some of it is overnight.
Some of it is overnight hiking, but I'm sure it is beautiful hiking. We haven't done any of the trails, I don't think. But it doesn't, there's no waterfalls here
that we know of.
So when you're hiking, you have overlooks and the beautiful forest that you're in.
When you're in West Tennessee, it tends to be rather flat, so you don't have many opportunities for beautiful overlooks and waterfalls. I believe it's probably just a walk in the woods mainly.
That's what it is. Natchez Trace State Park Visitor Center. We've made it for our camping night. We're going to show you Natchez Trace State Park, separate from the Natchez Trace Parkway. A quiet evening here at the beach and boat rental area at Natchez Trace State Park. No pets are allowed here on the sandy beach. You've got your swimming area marked off with the yellow floaties. And this is Cub Lake. So we're fixing to put the kayaks onto Cub Lake and paddle around and see what we can find. We've made it out on the water, y'all. This is the swim area from outside, from the floatable side, I guess. from the water. Here's the view of the pedal boat storage. You can rent the pedal boats, and it looks like John boat rentals here also. Here's the bridge we were on, and we're gonna paddle right underneath that tall section on the bridge. All right, I'm going under. All right, come to me. I got a surprise for you.
Oh no. It's not a lure.
Nope, no lure. But you gotta close your eyes. I'm gonna put it in your hand. Come here, don't leave me. Let me get up here to you. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, close your eyes.
All right.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like you pick up a bunch of muck floating in the water and stuck it in my hand. Oh, you did.
It looks like jelly.
It is.
It's not frog eggs or anything, I don't think.
No.
It was just all over a tree that had fell down in the water, but it was on every single limb.
Yeah.
But it was just like almost like a fungus, I guess, underwater fungus. Is there such a thing?
I don't know. We see these at the fish hatchery all the
Yeah?
time. It's some kind of life form, but I just don't know what.
It's kind of gross, y'all. Kind of gross. It's real jelly, real gel.
Yeah.
Like
Almost like jellyfish.
almost, yeah. Yep, but it was all over that tree limb.
Yuck.
All right, I'm gonna drop it in the water.
All right. Clean my hands off.
Yeah, it's kind of yucky.
There are, if I'm not mistaken, 3 of these bridges on this little lake, and that's because there are trails all around this lake. And this lake is a very oddly shaped lake with several lobes on it. And to hike around these lobes would make the distance around this lake very large.
A lot of
hiking trails.
A lot of trail mileage.
So they've installed these bridges here to help you navigate the around the lake, and helps you to get from point A to point B a little bit easier and quicker. And there are trails that go around the lobes of the lake, but say you want to get from the beach over here to the dam, these bridges make it a whole lot easier. And they're all built up high enough where you can still get your kayak or john boat underneath it.
And here at Cub Lake, they've got Campground 1, Campground 2, and cabins, and all of them are connected by bridges.
Trails, yes.
Trails and bridges, so that everyone can get to Cub Lake.
And as far as I know, you can rent a john boat here, but I don't think anything that's motorized is allowed on the lake. I'm not even sure if you can have a trolling motor out here, but I'm not 100% sure.
I do not know that.
I just know it don't look like they offer the trolling motors on the john boats that you can rent anyway.
Pedal boat is your biggest motor.
Human power, yeah. I'm going to just look at that.
Here is Brown Creek Lake. Let's point out the heron on the rail over there. Brown Creek Lake, and you can put your boat
Yes.
on this lake.
Yes, I was way wrong. Studying the map, it didn't even look like they had a boat ramp. But if you'll look here, this is brand new.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'm certain, and this is really nice.
Mm-hmm. No, just a new addition to give fishing access. And this is a TWRA lake, so
at a state park.
At the state park, so it is probably stocked.
Yes. And you can bring your motorized boat out here, but there is absolutely no wake
on the whole lake.
So it's probably just mainly using your trolling motor, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But over here, we've got all kinds of rules and regulations to abide by. Mm-hmm. You can rent.
The lake opens a half hour before sunrise.
So this is something I always find fascinating, is what kind of fish can you catch here at the lake? As you can see here, they got a sign here. Got largemouth, bluegill, crappie, and blue or channel catfish.
Oh, I bet the catfish do love this lake. Okay, they give you the sign for the general regulations. You have to have a permit here. This is in addition a TWRA permit in addition to your Tennessee general fishing.
So while reading the regulations, one of the first things I've noticed is that there is no swimming here at the lake at all. There's no beach here. Like the other two lakes, you do have beaches, but you can't just get out in your boat and get in the middle and go swimming. They don't want you doing that here.
Or jet skis.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. All right, and last sign, of course, is the no wake on entire lake. And they do have boat rentals here. They are $10. It doesn't give hours on what that rental is for. And then the fishing, you can buy a fishing permit for $6.
So let's go over here and show them the rental boats.
Oh, here we go.
It's the honor system.
Yeah, fishing permit.
Nice.
Oh, this is all for a fishing permit. Maybe you don't rent the boat here. Have to go to the visitor center for that. All right. Oh, look in the water.
Give me a film.
Don't slip. Those look really slick.
I'm gonna get it.
That's a pretty one. Oh my lordy, what he does to catch a lure. Look how that looks like brand new.
One of my favorite things to do is walk the banks and find fishing lures.
And this one was just swimming right along the edge. He didn't have to swim too far out for it.
Technically, Melinda found this. I retrieved it though.
I wasn't walking out there in all that slick slime. If he retrieved it, it's his. All right, here are the rentable john boats.
So a lot of people are going to be upset because they have to pay a small fee in order to fish at this lake, but those fees go to stocking the lake here. TWRA, I'm certain that they do stock this with fish. It's not just naturally reproducing fish, it's fish that come from fish hatcheries. But in addition to that, they've done some great improvements here that I know wasn't here within the last couple years. You know, access to this lake, this brand new boat ramp is just really nice. So this is just proof of what your small fee goes to here at TWRA parks, TWRA lakes. So just to wrap up this little lake, we knew nothing about this lake until we got here and discovered it has a whole lot more to offer than what we originally thought. But it looks like this lake is strictly mainly for fishermen and, you know, recreational kayaking. It's a nice little lake.
That's why.
Really, really impressed with the improvements they've done here.
That's why it pays to get out and explore.
It does. It's amazing what you discover when you get out there and explore. So here in Tennessee, we have many old fire towers that you can visit. And here recently, we visited one at Fall Creek Falls State Park. And as we was going up it, I was saying to myself, this seems really dangerous. And I am surprised that they still allow people to go to the top of the fire tower. However, they are starting to remove some of the steps. As you can see back behind me, the steps have been removed to prevent people from climbing to the top of the fire tower. However, you can come here and take all the pictures you want from the bottom.
This is Pin Oak Lake, shelter number 2. It is a reservable shelter. It's right here on Pin Oak Lake. Should be a great little gathering spot. Family reunion, ball team. Let's go check it all out. Great big grill. Ooh, fireplace. Pin Oak Lake. Pin Oak Lake is a lot bigger. It's the biggest lake in the park.
So Pin Oak Lake is by far the largest lake of the 3 lakes here at Natchez Trace State Park, and it is absolutely beautiful.
The prettiest for sure. For the most inviting.
Yes,
maybe that's a good word.
And the water is very nice. I did get off in it for a little bit. And as far as I can tell, motorized boats are allowed on this lake.
That's what it looks like. We've seen a pontoon and a fishing boat go by.
Yep. So, but it is by far larger than the other 2 lakes.
Yeah. There is a Pin Oak Lodge here that offers a beach area, boat rentals. Is that what we saw?
And playground.
And the playground. So we're gonna go check out the Pin Oak Lodge. Not only does Natchez Trace State Park have 4 nice campgrounds, they also have cabin rentals, the backcountry sites, and Pin Oak Lodge. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Well, this is as much of Natchez Trace State Park as we're going to get to see because we just ran out of time. And I'm sure there are things that we have
we didn't get to do
overlooked.
any of the hiking trails.
Yes.
We didn't take time to do those.
So if there's anything that you know we've forgotten, please let us know in the comments so that we come back, we can explore those areas.
Yeah. And plus, you know, we're leaving some surprise for you to find on your own.
That's right. On the surface, it may appear as if there's not much to see at this state park, but the more you explore, the more you discover, and we've discovered a lot on our little bit of time that we've been able to spend here. I could see myself fall in love with this state park if I had lived a little bit closer.
If it was closer, yeah.
It's 2.5 hours away.
A little bit of a drive, but we seem to be in this area of Tennessee often in our travels, so it'd be a good overnight stop.
It would be on our way home from out west somewhere. I do suggest you getting out and exploring a little bit, ride the roads and see what you can discover. Some beautiful driving through this state park.
Oh, speaking of driving, I don't know if that's what you were leading up to, but
it's a good time to discuss it.
It's a huge park, and it's laid out big. The Pin Oak Lodge area, the RV campground area, it's about 10 miles away from the Cub Lake area.
So if you're going to explore this state park thoroughly, you're going to have to do some driving.
The roads are the roads are meant to share with the bicyclists.
It's very scenic.
It is very scenic, but still, that's a lot of mileage in between.
It'd be difficult to completely explore this state park on bicycle, but it would be fun to do if you had a few days to do that.
But just be prepared. Of course, each area, Cub Lake area, has its own boat rentals, beach area. Pin Oak has their own, you know, everything. So if you're camping in one section and that's what you want to do, then you're set there. But to explore, you're going to be doing some driving.
Really enjoyed this stop.
Yep.
So Really appreciate you watching the video to the end. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video.
Yep. So if you have any questions, just throw it in the comments below and we'll try to hopefully answer it or find an answer for you. And we sure would appreciate a subscribe, because we're trying to see all of our Tennessee state parks and we want to take you along to the next one.